Well, exciting day. We're almost done with funnel, right? So it's a little less hectic moving forward, but I think we've got a lot of good work done, and we're excited to see some of these bills move forward. Right now, we've had a little time during this funnel week to take a look at budgets, and what we noticed is that the Senate's budget, Senate Democrats' budget, really is something of a shell game. So as you look at that budget, based on the actions that they've taken, the actual bills that they've passed and sent over, their budget violates the expenditure limitation law. It wipes out the ending balance entirely, as well as nearly half of the economic emergency fund. Based on the actions that they've taken, their budget can't fund 4% supplemental state aid, and we're not even sure that it can fund 2% supplemental state aid. So the point is, it's time to move forward. We have to get serious about these budgets, start moving forward, and getting the chambers and the governor's office working on the solution to this problem. Another week has gone by without resolving the coupling discussion as well. So taxpayers are once again uncertain on how to file their taxes, and I think every one of you know a person that is being affected by this. So we just believe it's crunch time. It's time to move forward and make a decision.
The Democratic leaders also pointed out that all of those numbers are fake, not real, bad calculation.
Grantstone's using the same comments about your budget that you are. He says you're making it up, it's fake.
Well, I don't blame the Senate Democrats for not wanting to be a part of that budget because it breaks the 99% expenditure limitation. Of course, they're going to tell us that they don't want to have anything to do with those numbers. But if you look at the numbers, we've all debated how much you're going to spend and who spends what, and I know that it was asked earlier, everyone has different numbers they come to. But the 99% expenditure limitation is something that both parties have followed, it's something this governor has followed, and it's something that we all support as Iowans, and I think Iowans support it. But the budget they've put together does not follow the 99% spending limitation. It's something in the past that we've all used as talking points.
They believe it does.
Well, then I am more than welcome to sit down with any senator who wants to sit down and walk through the budget. When I've asked questions on their budget to get details, I'm unable to be given an answer. So I'm just going to go off of what they've worked on and passed and the fiscal notes that we have from LSA and the numbers that we have. Now, again, I don't blame them for not wanting to say that their numbers work because they don't, and I wouldn't want to associate with them either. But I can tell you what we're using are LSA numbers, and that's what the 99% expenditure limitation is built off of. It's the truth, but sometimes that's difficult for some people to accept. So if you look at the standings line item, where we fund SSA from the Senate bill that they passed, if you mirror that, or if you compare that to their standings line item that they released earlier in the year with their budget targets, they're $58 million short of fully funding 4% supplemental state aid. And again, that number, the number that they have built into their budget is more like 2.5. So it's a little, if that was one of their priorities that they released earlier, is funding 4%, they probably should find it in their budget then as a priority, because House Republicans have funded their priorities in the budget, and obviously the Senate is not going to be doing that based off of what they released for their targets. Well, I've stood on the floor and always been asked about what the fiscal notes say, because that's something that we all use in the House and the Senate. And the fiscal note's $111 million. Maybe the Senate should go discuss that with LSA if they think those numbers are wrong. But we have to have a base that we all go off of, and typically it's what LSA gives us for numbers, and that is what the fiscal note was 111. So because it doesn't fit their narrative, I'm sure it doesn't work in their budget targets. But I will tell you, House Republicans will be working off of what LSA gives us for savings when it comes to Medicaid.